A nightmare. That's how residents in Glenarden describe living days without power in their home in the aftermath of the weekend storm. It was finally restored to her and dozens of others today. That also means that a neighborhood school will be back open tomorrow. Denise Douglas has the full story.
After 5 days in the dark, power is finally back on for Tarisha Gilmore and her family.
Yes, I am excited now. The power is finally back on since Saturday. So I'm really excited.
So is Doris Payton, who lost plenty of food that was in her refrigerator.
It's been a bum because we had to buy food every night.
Doris has also been trying to keep her kids busy. They've been home because Glenarden Woods Elementary School, just up the street, has been without electricity too.
We have just been going out and doing things. We went to the library yesterday. I'm an investor realtor, so I've been going out looking at properties, and I just have a crew, somebody to ride with now.
After running around with Mom, her daughter's ready to head back to classes.
Because my teacher is awesome and it's so fun there. She lets us do fun things.
BGE crews have been steadily working to restore the power after the weekend storm. But this big tree which brought down the power lines had to be cut first. Interestingly, some in this community who were on a separate grid still had juice, but the majority here didn't.
It's been a nightmare, losing food, not having power, not having air.
The tree that is to blame, you can see how big it is, and right now it's in all kinds of pieces. Now, some residents believe that the city of Glenarden should have moved faster in chopping it down, getting it off the power lines in order that they could get their electricity back quicker.
The city of Glenarden, because they didn't want to pay to have the tree removed. So we're hearing that there was a heated argument about who's going to pay the bill to BG&E.
But the Glenarden chief of police says that's not the case. The city did what it could. BGE was completely in charge of the lines and chopping up the tree. Now, with the mess behind them, Tarisha and others here looking forward to getting back to normal.
It does make you appreciate the things that you do have, but we're just excited that we have the power back.
Denise Douglas, CTV News.
BGE is still working on restoring power to 3,500 customers in Prince George's County. Pepco has gotten its numbers down to 121. More than 500 Bowie homes are still without power today. 5 days after Hurricane Irene unleashed its fury up and down the East Coast, residents say BGE repairs along Kavanaugh Lane began shortly before we arrived this afternoon. John Biggs bought this generator after numerous power outages in the past, but with only 182 hours logged, his machine exploded, as you can see from the hole here. Biggs had to borrow a generator from one of his neighbors.
The electric goes out all the time. You know, it's terrible, so they need to do something about it. We've all been saying it for years, and you know, they came a couple years ago, I think, and trimmed some trees down, but they need to do a better job of it.
And this is why everybody's buying generators?
Yes.
Biggs says there has been no shortage of utility workers in the neighborhood this past week, but not one of them was there to do repairs.
BG&E has people parked in front of your house, usually 2 people to a vehicle, and they do, you know, 15 or better hour shifts. And all of us neighbors ask, you know, give us some information. When are they coming? What's the status? Well, they don't tell you anything. And we're saying, well, what's the purpose of you all being here? And they say, oh, because you have down wires, we have to make sure they're secure. But nobody gets out of the car. Nobody's ever been in my backyard. So, you know, I don't know what rocket scientists figured that one out, but we don't see the point of it. You know, get people that can help you.
BGE restored power to 900 customers on Wednesday.